So let's say we have a scatter plot here, and it's asking me to use the best fit line to predict what the value will be for x equals 5. First and foremost, we need to know what is the best fit line. Really, what we're trying to do is we're trying to draw a line that represents the data on average. So if I was to construct one just by hand, I think we could all agree that a line like this might represent our data pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's a good approximation. So first and foremost, how am I going to find the equation of this line? Well, just like before, if I have 2 points, which I see there are 2 points that are really close, if not right on the line, and this point looks like it has an x value of 4 and a y value of about 15, so we're going to say this is 4, 15. And this has a x value of 1 and about of 5. So if I know that these 2 points lie on this line, I can use my normal process of figuring out a slope between 2 points, which I have a video for that. So go ahead and check out that video. I'll put it in the top right now as well as in the description. So let's go ahead and do that. If I figure out my slope between these 2 points, remember it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 minus x1. So here my y2 is 15 minus my y1, which is 5, over my x2, which is 4, minus my x1, which is 1. And so this gets me a slope of 10 over 3. So this is my slope right here. M is 10 over 3. Well, this is fine, but this doesn't help me predict yet until I have an equation. So I have y equals mx plus b, and I know that 10 over 3 is my slope. So it's y equals 10 over 3x plus b. Well, I need to solve for b though. I need to figure out what this is before I can make my prediction. So let's do that. Let's plug in one of these points. I would recommend plugging in this one right here. So we're going to plug in 1, 5. So at the point 1, 5, x is 1, y is 5. So I can use that to my advantage here. So let's, instead of writing y, write 5 equals 10 over 3. And instead of writing x, I'm going to write 1, because that's my x value at that point, plus b. Now I can solve for b. So this is 5 equals 10 over 3 plus b. Now I just have to subtract this across. So if I rewrite 5 as 15 thirds equals 10 thirds plus b, and if I subtract 10 thirds from both sides, I get b equals 5 thirds. So this is my b, and before I found my m. So now if I take these 2 critical points of information, I can write my equation as y equals 10 thirds x plus 5 thirds. Okay? So now, this isn't my final answer. This is just my equation of my best fit line. So this right here really just means that my orange line is y equals 10 thirds x plus 5 thirds. That's a 10. Okay, so how do I use that then to predict what the value for x equals 5? Well, let's do this in orange. I want to figure out roughly when x is equal to 5, which it looks like right here, what would I expect this to be? And I can make some predictions by checking out where my 5 would be on my y-axis here, but just to be sure, let's check this out. So I have y equals 10 thirds, and then my x is 5, so I'm going to plug in 5 for x, plus 5 thirds. So if I multiply this out, I get y equals 50 thirds plus 5 thirds, which is 55 over 3. And when I do that in my calculator, 55 divided by 3, I would get roughly 18 and a third. So it would be 18.33 repeating. So what has this told me? Well, I found my equation of my line. I plugged in 5 for x, and my rough equation for my line has gotten me a value of roughly 18.33, which if I look at my hand sketch, it's not perfect. But that's the thing about hand sketches, is they're not always perfect, but we can see that it's about 18, right? 18 is really close to 20. So if I go ahead and I check that all out, this right here is going to be my answer. So when x equals 5, y is equal to 18.33, assuming my best fit line equation is right here. Okay, I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments down below if there was something that you didn't understand, and thanks for watching.